It is 8 a.m. or 8:12 a.m. and this will be day one of me learning day trading. Been trying to really learn it for like the last year or so, but can never really connect and align with something, and my mind just wasn't fully in it. And obviously when it comes to money, you have to align with it, otherwise I'm gonna just be wasting my money trying to learn this and practice this and XYZ. Obviously in the beginning I'm gonna be using the prop money or paper trading, whatever, but you still want to have something you want to follow, i.e. a strategy, to at least start looking at things in the right way. So over the last day or two, there's a couple of videos that I watched that really clicked with me and presented a strategy in my mind that I believe I can follow. I know what to look for, how to enter, how to exit, and then how to manage to trade. So yeah, today is going to be day one of me actually looking at it and just seeing in live timing if I can understand the market. Obviously I can watch videos and it makes sense when they're breaking it down, but can I translate it to an actual live market? So I'm about to just do some research, look up some stocks that may have some trends happening right now, check some of the news, see what's going on in the world, see what may affect some of these stocks, and I'm gonna choose 3 or 4 of them just to look into. Probably 3. I don't want to overwhelm myself, but like 3 to look into based off of the news, what's going on, what has a projection to either increase or decrease. So about to do that. Already set up my indicators and stuff just so I can obviously put it to use. And yeah, so we're about to do that, and y'all stay tuned. It is 9:23. The market is about to open. I did find 4 stocks that I'm looking into this morning while things open up. Like I said, I have my indicator set up. So I'm just do a quick analysis of it and see if what I'm saying is if I would, do what I would do, if it makes sense in real time. I am going to record on my desktop so you can obviously see better than this. I won't be talking through it just because I do have a work meeting, and as a government consultant, I can just have that in the background, so I will be muted, unfortunately. But yeah, I'm gonna just try to do it, and then maybe I'll do a voiceover just so y'all can see it as well. But like I mentioned, I do have 3 different ones that I want to look, or 4 different ones I want to look into. I had my news open, had the heat map open, did some other Google search and looking up different websites and stuff to see what's going on in the stock world. So, yeah, day 1, and we're gonna see how it plays out. See if the strategy I used makes sense. And obviously, when this video is posted, you probably see the strategy within one of the indicators. But if y'all have any strategies that you all use, please add them to the comments, and I'm gonna look into those as well. I'm still learning day 1, so hopefully by day 1 weekend, I will have something that I'm 100% confident in. Even though I'm pretty confident in this one, which is the reason why I'm even making this video. But it's always good to know other perspectives, see what may make more sense as well. So yeah, stay tuned. So these are the 4 when looking at some of the news this morning, some of the articles. These are some of the ones that I saw that were supposed to be making some type of movement in the market, and then 2 that I found after the fact that made some interesting changes, interesting movement as well. So we have Supermicro Computer Incorporated. As you can see, this was yesterday's ending point. Shot up this morning, which was to be expected. I think they are getting into the AI space. So this was something super interested to look into. Obviously, you got the initial run. Also, my indicators, it was within the line pretty much all day today. I think even now at 11 cents, still within this line. It dipped below, but not enough. Like, technically, it's not a bad little, thing to look into. It dipped below, touched it, almost touched it again, and dipped below again. Went back up, and now it's staying within the range. So this is not something I would have probably bid into, but it was a stock I was interested in based off some of the information that was being released. So next was Apple. They are releasing their iPhone. I don't know if it's today that they announced it. Let me check real quick. I think they released an iPhone today, or announcing an iPhone today, or something like that. So it wasn't, not really, it's not. They did announce a new iPhone that should be coming this fall. So I guess the one of the most inexpensive ones. So obviously with that news, it did go up a little bit, but then it kind of leveled back out. Obviously still within the range, not enough to really buy into it or sell into it. But once again, it did get that initial jump and then just stay within the range. So interesting thing to look into, but nothing crazy went on with this one. Intel was an interesting one because they did drop heavy. I forget what the news was about Intel. I saw this morning. Then they have some new technology that they're working on. So, anytime with new technology, it can either be, a win that most people think, or a loss. And it seemed like a lot of people didn't like the technology that was being introduced. So, it did drop, but Outside of that, it stayed within this range. So um, nothing really to look into. This one was another interesting one. I forgot what they got into. This may be another AI type of stock as well. Let me see if I can figure it out. Or that maybe there's just some of their earnings and revenues may have just been announced. Goddamn. Some of the earnings and revenues may have just been announced or something like that. So they were expected to see a tumble, and they did. Stay within the range for the most part to around 10. It did drop below. Interesting drop, but the volume was there too, which was really interesting, which was something I didn't really mention in the other one. The volume, initial volume was there, but I just see the volume leveled out. Initial volume, but nothing crazy. This one had a very interesting amount of volume, but not much movement. But this volume on this one was just too volatile to kind of really predict, maybe in a sense. So those were the four that I was looking into during the pre-market, and was interested to see how they do. Nvidia was another one. As you can see, they just had a lot going on, which you can just see this range. Like it's a high range. They drop below, which you know I probably would have got into it, you know, but as you see, it didn't last too long. Volume was there on a lot of them. Let me see. Let me make sure. Yeah, so not a crazy drop, but good enough that it's something that you could get into. But then ended up leveling out, even broke high, and then yeah. So that was another interesting one I saw later on. I don't think I saw this until I don't think I saw this until it was already at this low point. So obviously I can't do nothing with that. Tesla was another interesting one. As you see, this was yesterday, and I don't think let me see, did I see any news on it? Nvidia, yeah, Apple, Intel. Yeah, I didn't see too much news on Tesla, so if you caught this, then perfect place to get into it. You probably sell around there, out to there, and then let it ride out maybe a little bit, sell the rest, break, to get out with some profit. But this was another interesting one just to see how, once again, this range, obviously crazy, but I would have looked at this initial little jump and be like, okay, yeah, no, the volume was insane on this one too. So that's another good sign that it was something to look into. So wish I would have caught that earlier to catch real time in the moment, just so maybe I could have placed a paper trade in and played with it. But it's been interesting to watch, interesting to see so far, day one. Obviously, I'm understanding it a little bit more. Just got to find the right stocks to kind of in the pre-market to that may relate. Because obviously, this one stayed within, so not much. This one stayed within for the most part, so once again, just not much. This one obviously stayed within. So the ones I found just stayed within the range, didn't do much movement, did that initial increase or decrease, and then just stayed pretty consistent for the rest of the day. So interesting little thing. Yeah, that's all I really have to say about today. Going to look into tomorrow, and it's gonna be I don't know if I'm gonna make a video every day, but who knows? We'll see what comes of it. So yeah, we'll catch y'all on the next one. And if y'all got any tips, tricks, strategies that I need to look into, send them my way.